Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So let's have a look at the Red Noel quest, and you have to enter this one by a special way, and that is to play either the green or the light Noel version, each of which will appear once a day, with a red character with null damage wall. And it doesn't matter where in your team they are. They don't have to be the first one. They can be the second or third. And it could even be somebody from the helper list. So yeah, you're not as limited as like with Oragon in Fenrir. Alright, to talk about my team real quick, I'm using Fenrir X. He is a null damage wall, null warp, which happen to be the two gimmicks for this mission. Next I'm using Yamato Takeru. He is the same, null damage wall, null warp. Next I'm using Susanoo. He has null damage wall only, so his movement will be a little bit restricted. And then finally I'm using Avalon. Pierce, null damage wall, null warp. Alright, up until a few moments ago there was a zombie at the top there. And the zombie revives folks every turn. So this first stage can be a little difficult to get through. But yeah, we'll move our guys slowly towards the top of the screen so that we can do some direct attacks on the zombie. And then that will be a recurring theme throughout this mission. Although there are no more zombies, the boss here of Red Noel will revive the little guys. So we'll want to take down the mini-boss and then the boss as quickly as possible. And then with Avalon here, we will try to hit as many bump combos. We'll try to hit as many of our teammates as possible every turn, since she has a strike shot reducer and can lower the count of her strike shot. And yeah, as we'll see, it comes in pretty handy on this stage. And it comes in handy on every stage that I use her. I'm actually really enjoying using Avalon. Okay, so there we see Fire Noel. She revives 3 guys at once, which I think is too many, but we'll make do. And then here, Susanoo can't really move too well since he doesn't have the null warp. But he doesn't really need to, since I'm really just using him for his one-way laser, his lock-on one-way laser. Alright, we'll continue to hit teammates. We'll bring down that strike shot count. And then, although this team has a lot of strong bump combos, I found that, well, this playthrough at least, I thought the playthrough took too much time. It was about 11 minutes in all. I'd like to get it under 10. So I'm thinking that maybe a combination of direct attacks and bump combos would be maybe the quickest way to get through this. And so Fenrir X and Yamato Takeru in particular, them being power types with a high attack, they would be the ones to maybe get as close to the boss as possible in order to get more attacks on them. Okay, pretty good. And then, yeah, on most of these stages there are warp guys and there are damage wall cheetahs. If we wanted to, we could leave them out if we had a team that addressed both of those gimmicks, because they wouldn't damage us. So we could stall for hearts or charge up our strike shots or whatever. Turtle stages also work for that, of course. Okay, this should be the last mini-boss stage. Same idea here, we will take down the boss as quick as possible. And then the other character that can do some damage are the gas masks in the lower right-hand corner. So we can think about taking them down as we take down the boss. Okay, pretty good. And then, as for the character herself, I will do a separate video where I review all of the different Noels. But if you were to make only one of the as the max luck, I would definitely say the Ascension version of Red Noel. Alright, we get some good bump combo damage in here. And then Avalon's strike shot is charged up, so it'll be ready for the beginning of the boss stage. Boss stage. And yeah, while we are waiting for this stage to end... Oh, here's a good example where the high attack of Yamato Takeru comes in handy. Because the weak point was right in front of us, so we were able to do direct attacks there. Okay, so with the boss gone, we can now move towards the little guys, and then clear the stage, and then move on to the boss stages. And luckily, we are right on Avalon's turn, and she has a clear shot at the boss, so we'll go ahead and use her strike shot, which takes away half of our life, and then does a multiplier to determine the damage to the boss. Alright, there goes half our life, and 2.2 million damage to the boss. Pretty good. And then we'll see how much of that damage carries over to the next stage. Alright, that did take me a long time to get through that mini-boss stage sequence, almost about 6 minutes. Alright, not too much Susano can do here since he doesn't have Null Warp. When it is Susano's turn and the warps are in the way, we'll just try to set off as many bump combos as possible. Okay, and then although we have used Avalon Strike Shot, because of the Strike Shot reducer, we may be able to charge it up again by the time we get to the last stage, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, next boss stage, and then the Strike Shot from the last stage took off about half of the life bar here, so that's pretty great. And then in the bottom of the screen we see a new enemy. This is the Jackalope, and what it does is cast defense up every turn on the boss. So we definitely need to get rid of the Jackalope before we can start working on the boss. So yeah, if we can start the stage with a couple of our red characters near the bottom, that would be pretty good. And yeah, there we saw how little damage Susano did, so we definitely want to get rid of the Jackalope. Alright, so with Avalon we will set off bump combos, lower the strike shot count again. And then the Jackalope is now gone, so now we can go after the boss. And same deal here, it's just the gas masks besides the boss that will do damage to us. But the boss does plenty of damage on our own, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Alright, let's use Yamato Takeru's strike shot here. We will get some bump combo damage in on the boss, and then also grab the heart. And then this attack should do on the boss. Excellent. Alright, and just in case we needed it, we'll just keep hitting our teammates to further lower Avalon strike shot count. And actually, that'll set her up to be able to use it the next turn she's up, so that's pretty great. Okay, last stage. Here we have 2 Jackalopes, both of whom cast the defense up. So we'll want to get rid of both of them. We'll use Fenrir's strike shot to try to achieve that, and we'll get halfway there. And yeah, with this row of warps across the screen here, Susano's kind of in a bad spot. Not a whole lot he can do here. But we'll use his strike shot and jump in the warp and just hope that something happens. Yeah, I got kind of a pinch shot, but not for a lot of damage. Oh well. Okay, and here's Avalon's turn. If I had something closer to full hit points and then a better line of sight on the boss, I would have gone for it, but we'll wait till next turn maybe. Alright, here comes Fenrir X, and I still consider him one of the best max lux in the game. He does have the double null, and a pretty decent strike shot and a bump combo. Alrighty. So there, another kind of pinch shot on the boss. So yeah, we've gotten rid of all the damage sources besides the boss, so that's pretty good. The boss does have an ultimate attack, which kind of shakes for maybe 2-3 turns before it goes off. That is an 8-way laser, which actually isn't instant death. If your guys are far away enough and they are not hit by like 2 or 3 lasers each, then you can survive it pretty easily. So if the boss does start shaking, then I would recommend to maybe move your guys away. Okay, but we got the speed clear there. And yeah, just to reiterate, you can get this quest by playing either the green or the light Noel quest with a red character with null damage wall. And then here we see that, well, on the website they guarantee a drop of the character from the local co-op chest. We see here that it is not there. It's probably just a mistake, and it will be fixed soon, I'm sure. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Take care.